Chairman of the Board of Trustees, Sheikh Mohammed, Dr. Mohammed Osman, the Chancellor, one of our renowned ambassadors in many countries, Brother Mahat, the Chairman of the Council, and members.
It's known to be a Maasai area, and we are working with them. You study at Lahore University, inshallah ta'ala. Thank you very much. You can sit. Allow me to invite the chief guest, His Excellency, Honorable Aden Duale, who is also the Cabinet Secretary, Minister of Environment, Climate Change, Forestry of this great Republic of Kenya to address the congregation.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. The Chairman of the Board of Trustees, Sheikh Mohammed, Dr. Mohammed Osman, the Chancellor, one of our renowned ambassadors in many countries, Brother Mahat, the Chairman of the Council, and members. And the Council, I have seen very renowned, learned Kenyans, among them my brother Ibrahim Lidome, the Vice Chancellor of the university, the teaching staff, our students, our parents, our graduates. Good morning. It's both an honor and privilege for me to be here today at the Islamic University of Kenya second graduation ceremony. And I stand before you filled with immense pride and joy as we celebrate the remarkable achievements of the class of 2024. Today marks a significant milestone in the lives of our graduates, and it's a day of celebration for each one of us who has been part of this journey. First and foremost, let me extend my heartfelt congratulations to the graduates. Your hard work, determination, and perseverance have brought to you to this moment. You have faced challenges, overcome obstacles, and proven your resilience. Today you stand not just as graduates, but as a symbol of dedication, excellence, and a bright future. You have earned your place in the world. We are immensely proud of you as a government, as a country, that today you have joined the many of the Kenyan graduates working both in the public and the private sector and who are in business. I must also commend the Islamic University of Kenya for its unwavering commitment to providing high-quality education grounded on Islamic principles. Today, our country needs men and women who have very good moral values. That has been the talk of our president until yesterday. Islamic University of Kenya has created a nurturing environment that prioritizes academic excellence while emphasizing character development. This approach ensures that students don't just graduate with knowledge, but with a moral compass needed to navigate the world with integrity and purpose. IUK has succeeded in fostering a holistic educational experience, one that prepares you for more than just the workforce, but for life. And we have seen this in many of our universities that are being run by our religious institutions. Talk of all religions. To the faculty and staff of IUK, your dedication to shaping these graduates into capable, ethical, and innovative leaders cannot be overstated. Your tireless commitment to nurturing young minds have been pivotal in the success of each student here today. To our parents and families, this moment is as much yours as it is your children's. Your love, your sacrifice, and support have been the foundation upon which their achievements stand. Together, we share in this collective pride. Ladies and gentlemen, as you step out into the world, graduates, you are not just living in an institution. You are entering a world in need of transformation. It is a world yearning for change, for progress, and responsible leadership. The education you have received here is not only for your personal advancement, but for the betterment of your community, for the betterment of your nation and the world. I urge you to see your education as a tool for positive change and not negative change. You now bear the responsibility of using your knowledge, the skills, and the values to serve humanity, promote peace, and uphold justice. It is clear that the challenge of the present and the future demand a new approach to education. Our universities, particularly those founded on religious principles like the Islamic University of Kenya, must urgently refocus their effort toward holistic development. In a rapidly changing world, education must transcend beyond mere knowledge acquisition. We must prioritize character development, relationship building, the application of skills, and the embedding of values into every fabric of our educational system. The vision of education is not just about academics. It's about preparing students to be very thoughtful, to be ethical, and purposeful individuals who can navigate the complexities of life. A value-based education is one that emphasizes the development of character, integrity, and a deep sense of social responsibility. As educators and leaders, it is our duty to create policies and curriculum designs that reflect the necessity of holistic development. Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot overlook one of the most pressing challenges of our time today: climate change. The world faces unprecedented environmental crisis, from extreme weather patterns to the degradation of our ecosystem. These are really issues, as science has proved. And their effects are already being felt. But there is hope. That hope lies in the power of education. Through education, we can equip individuals with the tools to understand and tackle the complex environmental issues. Education fosters a deep connection to nature, enabling students to take meaningful actions towards sustainability, conservation, and ecosystem restoration. The responsibility to care for the environment is not a modern invention. It's deeply rooted in the teachings of Islam. The Quran makes it very clear that humanity have been entrusted with the guardianship of the earth. In Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 164, Allah reminds us, or God reminds us, that the creation of the heavens and the earth and the alternation of the night and the day are signs for those who reason. This deep respect for the environment, for the earth and its resources must be installed in all of us. As stewards, as the custodian of the earth, we must live with moderation, avoiding excesses and wasteful, as advised in Surah Al-Araf, verse 31. The Kenya government, under the leadership of President William Ruto, recognizes transformative power of education. We have long understood that quality education is key to the brighter future of our nation. And today, Kenya is recognized as one of the best countries in our region and in Africa with the best human capital. That is why we have committed to providing free primary education, subsidized secondary education, and expanding access to higher education. We are also working to ensure that technical and vocational education training equips our youth with the necessary skills to innovate, to adapt, and to contribute to our workforce. In the area of environmental education, the government has partnered with education institutions like this one to provide learning programs that raise awareness about environmental sustainability, climate change, and ecosystem restoration. The Ministry of Education has integrated environmental education into our national curriculum, that we teach our children from nursery to primary to secondary on how to conserve our biodiversity, our ecosystem. Dear graduates, as you embark on your careers, I want you to highlight the tremendous opportunities that lie in the global green economy. As we address climate change, new industry job opportunities, fields of study are emerging. Renewable energy, sustainable agriculture, ecotourism, green construction are just among the very few areas where you can make a meaningful impact. The knowledge and the skills you have acquired here at IUK have positioned you to be the forefront of this transformation. You are not just entering our job market, you are stepping into a world that is rapidly transitioning to a greener, more sustainable future. The opportunities are immense, and you are in the perfect position to seize the matter. Dear graduates, ladies and gentlemen, our distinguished guests, as future leaders, you hold the power to drive environmental and societal change. You must get out here and instill moral values in our community, whether in business, whether in governance, or whether in community development. I urge you to integrate sustainability into everything you do. Be the champions as you live here of conservation. Be the advocates for climate action, and be the leaders in restoring our environment, ecosystem. The world needs your leadership, and the future of our planet depends on your action today. I want, on behalf of the leadership of IUK, led by Sheikh Dr. Mohammed Osman, to thank the government for giving charter to many of our institutions that are religious, have religious orientation. Why do I say so? And I want to speak as a parent. I have my sons who went to many universities. But among them, some went to Nairobi University, some went to other universities in Kenya and abroad. But one of them went to Strathmore University. And when my children were leaving home for the university, the one from Strathmore used to dress differently from the others. Because that university has values, from the dressing, from the shoes you wear. I went to Kenyan University myself, like many other people sitting here, including our lawyers here. Today, Kenya is facing a serious challenge. Our women are killed every day. Femicide has gone up. Many people die. And this is not something that was there 15 years ago, because the world is changing. Our security agents will do whatever it takes. And the president gave instructions even yesterday when he addressed the National Police Service. But our security agents alone cannot solve the challenge, the societal challenge we are facing today. Our challenge can be solved by each and every parent in our country, regardless of the religious you profess, to make sure that we take parental guidance very, very serious. How you bring up your children, the kind of values system you instill in them is very, very important. So as our security agents, the challenge we're facing today in Kenya is a question of moral values. It's a moral question. And this moral question can be addressed by the society, beginning with the family. The values must start at the family. When the child walks out, and then at the societal level, we must instill very good religious values. All our religions teach us that we must be the best of the best. I want to thank also the president, more specifically, for granting Islamic University of Kenya the charter to be independent university. Sheikh Mohammed Osman, let me at least say today, is one of the most respectable scholars in East and Central and Horn of Africa. You are very lucky to have a very highly respected man to be the chair of the Board of Trustees. He can go to any of our countries in the region and he will be respected and recognized. He is my sheikh. But on this charter, he really harassed me. Let me say today to the students, he's very hardworking, plus the chancellor. Our chancellor is a very renowned diplomat and public servant, Ambassador Mahat. The men and women who are in your council, led by the chairman, I have been around, I have been in public service for about 22 years now. So I know I can write a book about many. I've written one, but I can write about many of the Kenyan leaders. the men and women who are members of your council. Lahore University, as it was said, is one of the most respectable institutions that you have partnered with. This university must play a big role in the national security of our country. It must train young men and women who, when they go out, they can be said, yes, this public servant, this person working in the private company is from Islamic University of Kenya because of the value system that he or her were taught. If you are in the faculty of education, now you have plenty of jobs. This January, the government is going to recruit 20,000 teachers, both primary and secondary. You have an opportunity. And if you don't get the job, please, once you get TSC number, look for Sheikh Mohammed. He will come to my office. I will work with him to Teacher Service Commission. Because we are going to employ 20,000. Since President William Ruto took over, our government has employed over 120,000 teachers. It's a program that was started by President Uhuru. In his 10 years, we employed 100,000. In 2.5 years, we have employed 120. Because the teacher-student ratio in Kenya was not right. And just to finish, the difference, if you hear of one country is developed and another country is underdeveloped, listen to me today, young people and guests. The difference between UK or America or China and the countries in Africa are only two things. And that is what we want to fix in our country. It's health care and good education. If you give your countrymen and women universal health care, and if the education system is right, that country will develop. It will join the developed world. And let me tell you about the health care. When I was the leader of majority, and I want, please, it is free, register for the Social Health Authority. When I was the leader of majority, I used to pay 4,000 shillings for NHIF. Today, as a minister, I am forced to pay 39,000 shillings. The president is paying over 50,000. Why am I paying 39,000 shillings? The people in Kenya who used to pay 500 NHIF, 54% of them now are paying 300 shilling. Secondly, the 39,000 I am paying myself, members of parliament, people who earn a lot of money, they are paying more so that Kenyans who have no job, because when you become sick, the poor become sick, the rich become sick. The powerful become sick, the person who is small becomes sick. Sickness does not discriminate. So I am paying 39 so that if somebody in Kajiado, young people in Kajiado County who have no jobs, who are unemployed, can access health care, they can be treated free. Because those of us who are at the top are paying health care for all. It will be an equalizer. Every Kenyan will go to hospital. The people who are opposing social health insurance fund, let me tell you, and very soon their business will close. Today, if you go to even this small center here, you will find more clinics than shops. True or false? Every small town in Kenya, you find small clinics. Those small clinics, because usually I say the way it is, I don't want to hide. Those clinics and some other big hospitals in our counties, they used to get free money, fraud money from NHIF. There were hospitals who used to get 10 million, 30 million. There is one hospital in Nairobi, in Eldoret, in everywhere. Used to get 300 million. This social health insurance, the new one, is digitized. The claim is real time. So when the transition is complete of the NHIF, from NHIF to Social Health Authority, please look for me. All these small clinics will close. In our country, we shall have a very few well-run hospitals. Number two, and very important, this system has been digitized. If you become sick in Garissa, or in Kajiado, or in Kisumu, and you come to Nairobi, you will be, you know this story, hii maneno ya kuambiwa lab test. If you go to, today you become sick, your child, then next week, the same doctor will tell you, go do lab test, go do MRI, go do this. No. Any doctor you will go to Kenya, he will touch the button and he will get your results, even if you came from Mombasa. He will know, yes, last week you were in Mombasa, you went to this doctor, you have done this lab test, you have done this, and he will not charge you. Because the patient record will be known everywhere. People don't want change. People don't want every Kenyan to access. The biggest challenge, you go to the airport and see how many Kenyans go to India every night. That will stop. So let us support investment in education and health. If we do that, the rest, you can build a road, you can provide electricity, you can provide water, but if your population is healthy, if your population is educated, you become a very good country. And in conclusion, I wish you all the best as you step forward into the future. May you use your education to build a brighter, more sustainable world for all of us. May Allah guide you. May He bless you. May He grant you success in all in your endeavors. Once again, I want to thank the University Board of Management, the Council, the Senate, the Vice Chancellor, the teaching staff, the students who are there now still studying, and most of all, congratulations to our beautiful class of 2024. Thank you. God bless you.